Hi, my name is Jessie Budzinski, and I'm the Assistant Department Chair for the Human Services Department. And I'm here today with Jacqueline Craig, and she is going to share some of her story with us. So thanks for being here, Jacqueline.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, first, I'd love for you to share the degree that you just completed.
I just earned my master's degree in human services.
Awesome. That is so exciting.
Very exciting. It's been a dream of mine to return to school and juggling work and kids. For me to accomplish that is a dream come true.
Oh, it's huge. So that kind of leads to what I was going to ask you next, which is to kind of share a little bit about your educational journey with us, what that's been like.
Of course, my experience with Purdue was incredibly fulfilling. Like I said, earning my master's degree has really contributed to my personal and professional growth. I believe each class equipped me with valuable knowledge and prepared me to actually apply for the Human Services Board Certified Practitioner certification. I'm currently studying for that now.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's a great additional credential just to have to take with you to have on your resume to show future employers. That's incredible.
Yes, I cannot wait to add it to my email signature.
Yes, yes, I know. That's always exciting to be able to do that. So what led you to PG?
I started my college journey filled with heartbreak. My mother had passed away 20 days before my first semester as an undergraduate.
Oh, I'm so
And
sorry.
yes, and I decided to attend school, but I struggled due just to the overwhelming grief. But
Mm,
eventually, I took leave of absence and I returned to school in the fall. But balancing being a full time student, working full time, and being a single mother was incredibly challenging. But
right.
despite all those difficulties, I graduated with a 2.0 GPA, but I still graduated. So,
Yeah.
post COVID, I'm like, what do I want to do? I worked in a government agency with social workers, and everyone had their masters. So I was like, you know what? Let me decide to give school another try because I've
Yeah.
always loved learning, and I
Yep.
wanted to, prove to myself that I could succeed academically. So I applied to several schools, but of course, all of them denied me because you have to have a certain,
Right.
GPA. And, I was ready to give up. So on my search, I found Purdue Global's website and I'm like, wow, let me check this out. So I applied and I was denied. But
Mhm.
this time it was something different. That Purdue representatives encouraged me to appeal the decision and
Awesome.
and tell my story and what my future goals were. And
Mm.
my appeal was approved and the rest is
Wow.
history. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity that Purdue gave me. And
Mhm.
I actually hope to one day become a faculty member at the university.
Oh, I mean, what an incredible story.
Hmm.
What do you think? I mean, just from listening to that, what do you think helped you to persist? Because I think that would be helpful for students to hear, other students to hear.
You know what? I think just being an adult and just having that experience, it was my growth mindset. It
Yep.
was really my sense of purpose and just the social support that really empowered me to persist in school. I
Okay.
was confident that I would be able to achieve my goals by aligning, my academic and professional goals and
Right.
fostering a really solid support system. You have to have that. My
Absolutely.
friends, my families, my colleagues, my supervisors, and of course, my professors.
Right. Right. Absolutely. That's incredible. Um, so I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but
No,
what's
of
next?
course.
I'm curious. What is next for you? What are you hoping to do now that you have that master's degree?
You know what? I would really like to pursue a PhD in human
Awesome.
services. I'm just so fascinated about what human service professionals do. It's like
Hmm.
we play such an important role in our communities, and
Absolutely.
we can make positive change and we can advocate for social justice. So, just being a part of this profession, I know that I wake up every day and I'm going to change someone's life.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. And are you currently working in the field?
I am. I currently work for Travis County Health and Human Services
Okay.
Department. I've been here 14 and a half years.
Oh, wow.
I was a family support worker, working with Spanish speaking immigrant families,
Okay.
with a Healthy Families. I don't know if you've heard of Healthy Families
Yeah.
America. And so it's a child abuse prevention program. We work with first time parents. We really focus on that parent child interaction, making sure that the kids go to the doctor, immunizations are up to date, just teaching parents how to bond with their kids. And
Right.
then I transferred to family support services as a
Okay.
supportive case manager, where we work with individuals with, goal planning or goal setting. I'm assisting them financially with rent, finding housing, just clothing. It's just
Right.
so many different type of services to help individuals that are in need.
Right. Right. What an amazing impact I'm sure you're having in your community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is.
Yeah. That's just great. What about, did you have a favorite course during your time at PG?
You know what? I actually had two that really stood out.
Okay.
My two favorite classes. The first one was the organizational nonprofit management,
Ooh,
which
awesome.
Dr. Ramona James taught.
Yeah.
And then the second one was my master's capstone course taught by Dr. Kelly Scott.
Yes.
They
Yep.
are both exceptionally talented professors. Just thanks to Dr. James and Dr. Scott, I have the confidence to pursue a career, as a human services administrator, executive director, or even a college professor.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, and they'll be so glad to hear that. That's great. Thank you.
I
It's always
got
great to yes, it's always great to give shout outs to our faculty.
it.
That's
Of
awesome.
course.
That's awesome. Okay, so what about it? Think about a student who's just coming into our program, either our bachelor's or our master's program. What type of advice would you give a new student?
The advice that I would give to a new student is embrace your passion in everything that you do. Strive to be the change you seek in the world. Recognize the power of your voice.
Hmm.
And always remember knowledge yields immense power, which can never be stripped from you.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
Jacqueline, thank you so much. I feel like that's a perfect place to stop. That's super powerful advice for our incoming students.
Thank you. It's what I live by. It is
Yeah,
definitely what I live by. And it's what motivates me to continue to do what I do.
that's fantastic. Is there anything that I haven't asked about that you'd like to share?
Well, I would like to share. I was recently picked as a team lead. We are having an initiative in the department, um, with diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. And so we created these strategic resource groups for leadership development and training. And so it's it's been very interesting to kind of watch how the workplace has changed and the culture.
Yeah.
And so by implementing these department-wide trainings, I have an opportunity to actually create an employee-led mentorship program,
Oh,
which
wow.
yes, which the department has never seen but greatly needs. So we're
Yes.
actually in the planning stages for that. And so I'm using my skills that
Yes.
I
Yes.
learned from the school, and I am excelling and I am standing out with judges, executive directors, division directors, and they are just so impressed by me. And I have to thank Purdue for that.
Oh, that is just fantastic. I'm so glad you shared that. That's incredible, Jacqueline.
Yes. I mean, I have to give credit where credit is due.
Right. Well, and it's you. I mean,
Yes, me
I appreciate that, but it's you. You're doing the work. That's amazing.
too.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Of course.